Welcome back to the Pilates Vitamin series. Today we're going to do some extension to help support the upper back in an upright posture. It's important to work the mid-back muscles. It's easy to overwork the lower back or the pelvic floor or the neck when trying to find extension. So start off just hands and knees, coming into a child's pose. Now if child's pose is not available to you, you can stay in a hands and knees position, but just starting to let the hips go back towards your heels and then come back forward. And the first few times that you do this heel slide exercise, you're just trying to find your femurs back in the sockets, trying not to let your lower back be disturbed by that action. So just a nice glide back into the hip joint and then back forward. And see if you can get a little bit lower each time without tucking or disturbing your lower back. We'll do two more, breathing out, trying to use this as a release more than work. And last time, you can continue to follow that, bring your toes towards each other as you set your hips down on your heels. I'm not too rounded in my lower back yet, so I'm really deeply creased in my hips. And then slowly round your upper back to place your head down on the floor. And just find a breath there, letting your head really relax and your tailbone really relax. Now you can gently draw your abdominals in and wide, but try not to let that tuck your tailbone under so you don't disturb the lower back as you just draw your abdominals in and wide up from your thighs. And your head can be resting down on the mat. I'm going to keep mine up so that you can hear me. We'll do two more, just draw the abdominals in and wide on your exhale, and then let them release as you inhale into your thighs. One more time, exhale, abs in and wide, away from your thighs. Inhale to release. Now try and maintain that sense of abdominal support in and wide. Lengthen your neck and start to lift your upper back. And I'm still looking at the mat as I come up. Try not to press into your arms. Let your back do the work. And try not to lift your chin and look forward. You keep a long, open skull behind you. Really rotating your chest, your sternum towards the ground and then towards your hands. And slowly come back down. Take a breath and do it again. Reaching out through the crown of your head like you're getting taller, turtle coming out of its shell. As you reach your chest forward towards your hands, keep that in and wide with your abdominals so you get heaviness in your hips. And how long can you go out through the crown of your head and back into your hips at the same time? Release it down. One more time, growing out to come up. Shoulders on your back, they're not lifting up or pushing too far down. They're just resting calmly so your back can do the work. Let your elbows be heavy towards the ground. So you're really activating your chest forward to come up. And then releasing down. Slowly come up from the child's pose. Go all the way onto your stomach, letting your head rest down in the same position. My hands are still in that same kind of like a goalpost position on the mat, and legs are straight. Now this time with the legs, reach them away from you. They're not too close and they're not too far. They're about hip width distance apart, but I am pointing my toes and actively reaching away. Setting the head down. It's the same feeling. Now keep your head down. It's the same feeling in your abdominals, that in and wide through the belly. And trying not to really tuck the tailbone under or overarch the back here, but finding what neutral is in this position. Take a breath, lengthen your neck, and do the same thing you just did a moment ago. Going out to come up, trying not to lift the chin or lift the shoulders. Don't even use the arms too much. Let your back do the work. And then coming back down again. Out and up, reaching through your legs. How tall can you grow from your legs? And then back down again. Two more. Out and up. Try to keep looking towards the mat, really open in the base of the skull. Reaching through those legs, oppositional energy. And down. Last time, wide abdominals. Calm through the shoulders on your back. And then slowly longer to come back down. Take a breath there, relax the legs for a moment. Reset the position, having your right arm straight on the ground. Legs are active again. The left hand is staying just where it was. And if that, anywhere in this range can work. It can rest underneath your head as well. But same exercise, try to get the right shoulder on your back, reaching out through your pinky finger, but plugging back into the joint. So I'll show you on the left side what I'm doing. I'm not reaching out this way with the hand, and I'm not really pulling the shoulder back. It's this combination of reaching from underneath my arm out through that lat and plugging back in through the shoulder. So my shoulder blade is wide, but my upper arm bone is in the socket. It's not an easy position to find. So with your right arm, head down, take a breath. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your toes, coming up. Don't push into that right arm. Just let it be there, reaching out through the scapula, wide through your shoulder blade, plugged in the upper arm bone. And back down again. 2 more, coming up, out and up. Feet stay down on the ground, reaching behind you, active. Last time, wide abdominals as you come up. Staying lifted with the head, reach the right arm up and the left leg up at the same time. Nothing else moves. And then just bring the arm and leg down, reaching further away to bring them down. Out and up, out and down. Now I'm not reaching so far that I'm distorting my spine. I'm keeping my spine long, head to tail, and separating that feeling from hand to foot. Head to tail length, hand to foot length. Last time, lifting opposite arm and leg up, and down, releasing the head down, and take a break. Hand returns back underneath you or anywhere out in that goalpost position, and just give the head a nice rest. Left arm goes out to the side. I turn the palm towards my midline, so I'm resting my pinky finger. You can have your hand down, but that's tempting to push into that hand when it's down. So I try and turn my palm so I'm just lightly resting it on the floor. I'm supporting my shoulder from that mid-back place that we warmed up with. Legs are reaching behind, wide abdominal support. Lengthen your neck and start to reach out with your head to come up. And then exhale, coming back down. Place that inhale as you come up so you can lengthen your spine. Breathing lengthen, and then exhale back down. Last time, light rest of that left hand on the ground, and you stay in this position. Can you lengthen, open your shoulder blades a little bit more while you're lengthening your spine a little bit more? Left arm lifts, right leg lifts, and then come back down. Feel that opposition, hands away from feet. And you'll do 3 more. Keep breathing and down. Try to keep the wide abdominal support and the length through your neck. Last time, back down. Rest everything down. Let's press back to a child's pose just to give the back a little stretch. It's easy to overwork in this lower back area, but if you keep that wide abdominal support and the idea of length, then it will really help. So once you've gotten a little stretch there, slowly come back down. You probably know what's coming next, both hands. So both arms are straight out in front of you. Pinky finger side of the hand resting down. Head is starting on the mat with arms and legs reaching away. It's not so much that my shoulders are lifting up though. I'm plugged into that mid-back area. My shoulder blades wide on my back, down away from my ears. Lengthen the neck to start to come up. Light touch of the hands in the ground. And then longer to go back down again. Inhale out and up. Toes are active, reaching away but not lifting up yet. And back down. One more time. Out and up through the head. Keeping this head height, keep looking down to the ground. Lift both arms, both legs up. Further out to go down. Head stays elevated. And you do that twice more. Out and up. Out and down. Can you find that wide abdominal support here as you reach out and up? As you reach out and down. Release the head all the way down and sit back in your child's pose. Great job, guys. Just let your head rest down. Take a breath. Hips nice and heavy. And let's take both hands over to one side. A little more up than over, just to get a little stretch through that opposite side waist. A nice breath into that side. Up and over to the other side. Again, the shoulder's not really lifting up to the ear. It's staying connected to my mid-back. Letting your head rest. Take a breath into that side. And then go back to center before you walk your hands all the way up. And just feel the benefit of that work. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow.